Firstly, let's look at the highlights of Verimark over the first 6 months of the year we're in. Turnover, we were pretty flat at 195 million rand. The good news is on the trading profitability, we were up about 8 million rand. And that was primarily due to the benefit of us consolidating the Verimark warehouse and our new head office into one premises. We ended off last year with about 3 different premises, and that was good to be there, and that efficiencies are starting to show the benefit. The reason why turnover did not grow in this particular 6-month period compared to last year was that the rand kept on depreciating. We did certain price increases last year, June. That clearly gave us a fair amount of benefit for the second 6 months, where the turnover were better than the comparable period, and we actually had a very good second 6 months. The current year, unfortunately, the rand kept on depreciating. We had to increase prices again, more or less in June, July this year, and that impacted on our growth. That's why there was no turnover growth as such. Also, our margins were a little bit under stress, but in totality, looking a lot better than last year. If we look forward over the next 6-month period, we feel very comfortable that we've worked very hard at getting all the new products into the system and tested it, and we are in the process of rolling out. So we feel that all things being equal, that we should at least reach the same turnover levels as last year, but with the new products, preferably we'll be up. The big determining factor on profitability will clearly be if the rand is going to further worsen or improve or stay where it is. In terms of the focus of the business, we have taken a lot of care to really beef up our marketing department. We've employed 2 more people, graduates, to assist us. Also, we've brought in a business manager, MBA graduate, to head up our international expansion. Verimark has proven themselves over the last 30 years to be one of the very few companies that can consistently bring new innovation to the market. And there is undoubtedly a vast demand across the globe for people that want new product concepts that has been proven successful in markets like South Africa. And that is one part of our expansion plan. The other is to duplicate the Verimark model. We had a lot of inquiries over the last 7 years of people that has come down to South Africa, see the presence that we have in the retailers here, store within store concepts, freestanding units, TV playback units, in-store demonstrations. And many of those people has actually approached Verimark to ask them to assist with some form of joint venture. And we have started to do this in Asia, starting in Singapore. Although it's a very small market and we don't see any significant turnover or profitability coming from that specific country, it was an ideal stepping stone for us to experiment on the model, and we'll be building shortly our first retail store in Singapore. So generally, the rand might have an impact, positive or negative, but generally I think we've made very good progress in terms of our consolidation that we were required to do given the previous growth phase that Verimark were in.